Hello and welcome to Capital Online TV. My name is Anita Nderu and these are the stories making headlines. President Uhuru Kenyatta has reiterated his call to governors who are under investigation by the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission to step aside. Uhuru says the mere fact that they are elected leaders does not mean that they are exempt from the integrity clauses of the Constitution and should step aside so as not to interfere with investigations. His sentiments were shared by leader of the majority Aden Duale, who joined President Kenyatta at the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology's 20th anniversary celebrations.
Tunataka tuachane na hii mambo na ndio tuweze kujenga nchi hii yetu. Na watu wajue ya kwamba hawawezi kuendelea. Dunia imebadilika. Wajue hivyo, dunia imebadilika. Na lazima watu waweze kuheshimu, ukiwa umepata cheo cha uongozi, uweze kuheshimu na kujua ya kwamba hiyo cheo waishikilia kwa niaba ya wananchi, lakini sio kwa niaba yako na familia yako. Tunaelewana?
Governors have, however, refused President Kenyatta's call on those who are being investigated by the AACC to step aside. They say the head of state does not have the powers to direct them to do so, as he did members of his cabinet. Meru Governor Peter Munya has even accused President Kenyatta of using the fight against graft as a guise to play politics. He has gone as far as saying that if President Kenyatta was serious about ending corruption, he would have begun by suspending his deputy, who has been linked to a number of land scandals. Deputy President William Ruto has on his part said those whose names President Kenyatta presented to Parliament on Thursday are innocent until proven guilty, and those who have made unfounded allegations against them will also face the full force of the law.
Let me make it clear that I fully support the war on corruption. But that war will be won only if it is not politicized or used to achieve political agendas against targeted individuals. I am advised by my lawyers that whereas the president can require his cabinet secretaries, principal secretaries, parastatal heads, and others in the executive to step aside through executive orders to allow for investigations, the president has no such powers over governors elected by plurality of votes in the respective counties.
The main opposition was not left behind in reacting to President Uhuru Kenyatta's presentation of names to Parliament of public officials under investigation by the AACC, or his call for them to step aside for the duration of the investigations. They too have accused the president of using it as a political ploy.
We wish to challenge the president from the outset to choose between playing politics with corruption and fighting it, between fighting opponents and supposed political enemies, and saving his government and our country from the stifling grip of corruption. The president has to choose between business as usual, politics as usual, and a radical transformation that will save our billions being lost in the bottomless pit of corruption which his administration has opened and from which close members of his inner circle dip frequently.
Still on the AACC investigations, former anti-corruption boss Patrick Lumumba was not to be left behind either, and he has called on Parliament to arm the AACC with teeth. He wants the commission to be given prosecutorial powers. The current anti-corruption boss Mumo Matemu is, however, of a different opinion and says it is better for the commission to focus on the task of investigating. The two were speaking on Friday at a public forum on good governance.
The investigators who investigate in an anti-corruption authority are themselves qualified and they are lawyers, and they will be second-guessed by the courts, not by another lawyer who simply has a different opinion on these matters. My argument, therefore, is that one of the recommendations you should take to your committee in Mombasa is that there is wisdom in giving anti-corruption authorities the power to prosecute so that they become a one-stop shop.
EGG Pay is a new service from Nairobi City County aimed at making life easier for residents. You can now pay your parking fees with EGG Pay conveniently with no hassle. No more hide and seek with parking attendants. No more tickets, no more bribes. To pay your parking fee with EGG Pay, first create your e-wallet if you haven't. Dial *217#. Enter your details as prompted and create your e-payment PIN. Top up your e-wallet via M-Pesa or Airtel Money using business number 147147 and your phone number as the account number. Finally, you can pay for your parking by dialing *217#. Select 2 for parking. Select either 1 for daily. Enter vehicle registration number. Select your closest area number. Select vehicle category. Confirm payment transaction. Confirm your EGG Pay PIN. Then await a text message for confirmation. The process will take you just 5 minutes but will go a long way in making your life easier. For more information, go to epayments.nairobi.go.ke or call 0788 200 000. EGG Pay means your right to expect service. EGG Pay, malipo kwa urahisi.
And away from matters AACC and onto the business news, President Uhuru Kenyatta has called on Parliament to come up with laws that will promote local innovations. He says supporting local technologies will boost the entrepreneurial capacity of talented youth who will in turn create employment for other compatriots. He was speaking at the 20th anniversary celebrations at JQAT.
The problem we have in our country is that rather than support our own, you will find ministries going to get applications za nje at huge cost kwa sababu huko ndipo commission yako. I would want to say, let us change our procurement law and say that before we go and adapt technologies outside this country, let us first utilize the technologies that are developed within this country. Because that way, not only do we allow our people to develop, for every successful innovation that we can support as a government, that means we are helping the entrepreneurial and the technology aspect and the innovation aspect of our young people. But those same young people will be the ones to employ their brothers and sisters in assembling, in manufacturing, and etc. This is what we want to do as a country if we are to become truly an industrialized nation.
And now we take a look at the financial market.
Where's John? Strange, never misses trouble with the guys.
Maybe someone getting high.
John won't get to enjoy the water. Too bad for John.
He's gonna miss out on this round.
Hey guys, game has started, man.
You won't watch the big game, huh? You won't get to check out the cheeks, huh?
I heard you went to see some beaches. John really missed it.
Magical Kenya. We are out there. What about you?
And finally, onto the sports news. Kenya threw a 14-0 halftime lead to go down 21-14 in their opening at the Rugby Sevens World Series in Hong Kong. Felix Ochieng charges began on a high with 2 quick first-half tries through Collins Injera, who took his tally to 191 before speaker Andrew Omonde doubled the lead on the hooter. USA recovered on the restart to punish Kenya on the breakdown through Maka Unufe, Carlin Iles and Danny Barrett to leave Shujaa with a must-win fixture against England on Saturday to revive their chances of reaching a second main cup quarter-final this season. And that is all we had for you today. For the latest on these and other stories, log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/TV. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. My name is Anita Nderu.